Rob, how do you practice non-duality in your life? Are there techniques of meditation that you can practice that put your attention on the I am? Well, I'm sure there's lots of different techniques, but like if you go onto Osborne's channel, which is called Lisa Cairns video clips, Osborne's channel, I think. If you go onto that channel, it's associated to this one down the bottom. Then you can look up Lisa meditation, and there's lots of videos on me teaching a few meditation techniques. But that's not my speciality, and you can go onto the internet and find many meditation techniques which are all really good, which will help settle down your mind. Just pick one and stick to it. But in another way, you don't need a different meditation technique than I am. Like, it's just moving your attention back to I am. It's painful at the beginning of meditation. When I first started meditation, my mind was like a bouncy ball in a massive room, like 10 bouncy balls. I know, 1,000 bouncy balls in a massive room, like all pinging off together simultaneously, a bright yellow, a luminous yellow. Yeah, it was painful. It was agony sitting there. Agony, I have to say. But my thing would be, like, stick with things. You can select a few different meditation techniques, a few different teachers. Well, no, teachers is okay, but I mean like a few different emotional release techniques. You can listen to lots of different non-duality teachers as long as you're not comparing them. But when you're doing practices, stick to them. What often happens is they don't work for you, and then it's like, oh, this doesn't work after a year. A year is nothing. Or you can't do it. So if you're having energies of I can't do it, work with someone, because not being able to stick to a meditation practice is often to do with psychological injury in childhood. It's often to do with your attachment in early childhood, and it can be worked on and shifted. Yeah, I used to have that phenomena a bit. I've always been a very obsessive person when I get obsessed with something. But when I wasn't obsessed with something, it was a little bit hard for me. But for the last 3 years, I've been diligently learning another language, and that I don't think would have been possible for me in my 20s. I just don't think I would have had the stamina for it. I'm not obsessed with learning another language. I'm not super interested in doing it as such, just because there's other things that would become a higher priority, but it's a necessity for me. And yeah, and I was reflecting that having compassion for other people that haven't worked out their psychology and would battle with being able to keep the regularity of learning a language up. Yeah, so you can look on my website. There's a book. If you do have problems sticking to things, there is a book that I found recently that's really good. I keep meaning to put it on my website. This is for people that struggle with the solar plexus and struggle with action. It's called Emotional Neglect and the Adult in Therapy. I will try and put it on my website.